From Transformers, Rise of the Beasts. It is a Studio Series 118 Apelinq. Yes, Optimus Primal was not enough. They actually introduced Apelinq in the movie, though it wasn't his first appearance, and we'll discuss that in a little bit. But we are going to go through this bit by bit and see how this additional ape is someone you should go ape for? No monkey business here. Anyways, bad puns aside, if you're new to the channel, I'm Captain Kyle. Welcome aboard. If you're a longtime watcher, thanks for coming back, and I hope you enjoy this video. Well, even if you're new, I hope you enjoy it. Everybody should enjoy it. So, we're going to go through this bit by bit, him and his very interesting bladed weapons, and his Transwarp Key, which looks a lot like the Matrix, the MacGuffin. But we'll break them out, have some fun, and maybe this is something you want to get for your collection. Be right back. So, with my trusty knife, I'm going to take this guy out. And while I'm doing that, I will say I did have the very first Apelinq, though it did go in the Purge. All more in the Purge. Just when I sold off a lot of my Transformers for those new viewers who aren't aware. But the first Apelinq was a repaint of Transmetal Optimus Primal from Beast Wars. But he was a Botcon exclusive, and he was not featured in a movie. And we have a backdrop, and we have a box, we have instructions, and we have a shitty piece of paper. And you can see he is attached by plastic to his cardboard prison, so we're going to snip those away. And he also has Autobot paper, which is kind of a Maximal, but we don't even really have to take it off in order to take these things out. But wrapped up further, there are blades. Now these are perfectly safe. No, these are perfectly safe. I mean, I wouldn't put it in someone's eye unless they really irritated me. But let's snip these bonds, and there are quite a few bonds, and get him off of this prison. Now the backdrop is like a forest scene, so apparently this was on an alien planet in the movie. So there he is on his backdrop. You will probably never see this backdrop again, and he just fell. That will likely go into my recycling. And these chains push together, and the blades, well, better look at the instructions. And I'm not seeing the Transwarp Key. I almost threw it out. Very small. It's like a choking hazard. Aha, I put them together the wrong way. Nope. Apparently the chain goes together on the end, and the blades, well, they poke into these areas on the end, like so. And the Transwarp Key just put in his hand, and he can be like, Optimus Primal, take this, and shove it up. Never mind. So let's zoom in on him, put him on the turntable of doom, give him a spin. Now, he had hair in the actual movie, but apparently he doesn't in this. It's all molded on. Let's put the weapons in his hands. So if you have them in this chain mode, you can put them in his hands like so, and he can wave them about and fall over. He's not the best at standing. I am not seeing any instructions on how to stabilize him, so I imagine he's just a little floppy. But in addition to using the chain, you can take these blades and you can put them in his hands, and he can slice, he can dice, he can cut right through a tin can. Okay, maybe not a tin can. So that is his weaponry and his MacGuffin. And he is in ape mode, so I guess he can lean forward a bit. That makes him more stable. Kind of hollow ass, but you know, can push that down a bit if you want to cover his rear, so to speak. And the arms can apparently move forward like that, so that's even better for stability. So let's take a look at posability in ape mode, because his arms can go all the way around. His legs can move back and forth somewhat. I think they saved the posability for robot mode. His head can move around and twist around. He can look way up in the air, but it goes all the way around. And he's got these shoulder pads that are kind of reminiscent of Optimus Primals from, you know, Beast Wars. Now he transforms in 34 steps. So let's get him into his robot mode and see what he looks like and all that posability. So there he is in his robot mode. And I have to say, I'm Batman. Yes, we need to do a lot of Batman jokes because he quite frankly looks like Batman. Like an armored version, but definitely, I mean, look at that face. He's Batman. Now, the transformation wasn't too complex. It's a lot of swapping out of hands and feet. And I did forget to mention that his hands in ape mode, the fingers are articulated. Here they are as well. In fact, the same way. 2 fingers at a time. So he can't do the shocker. And the thumb does not move. That is purely molded there. But he's a pretty cool looking figure. But he definitely looks like he belongs in Gotham City and should be fighting the Joker. Now, articulation-wise, I'm pretty sure he's got some pretty good articulation. Because I'm Batman! Yes, he should be in a cafe somewhere drinking coffee with Superman. But he can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme, so that is nice. He has some very generous ankle swivels, so he can really have a wide stance. He can kick forward, not as high as you might expect Batman to be able to kick. I mean, he was trained by the League of Shadows, by Ra's al Ghul himself. Kicking back, it needs a guy to go to the side because he's got a ass plate. But he can do a side kick, full split, kick someone right in the face. Because I'm Batman. All right, I'm going to try to stop with the Batman jokes. Probably not going to work. I'm going to try. Bends at the knee. Does he swivel? Well, that is one area that does not seem to be the case. I mean, if you put it out to the side, you can swivel, but not straight up and down. So that is a shame. Can he twist at the waist? All the way around. Now this arm seems a little bit loose compared to this one. Just saying. But he does have slight swiveling in his legs, so you can slightly put him in a more Cape Crusaders type pose. He's got shoulder pads that can move up. Arms go all the way around, bends at the elbow, swivels his head because of the bat mask. He can turn from side to side, but not really all the way around. So, which, you know, he can't look over his shoulder anyway because he's got that thing there. Is this supposed to go I'm sorry, that was supposed to go further down. My bad. Yes, this pushes further down, but still, if he turned his head all the way around, he couldn't see past this thing. But the swiveling's there. He's got some nice posability. I could see him leaping from rooftop to rooftop and using his Batarang. I'd really like to see his version of the Batmobile. Now, I'm not seeing any symbols on him, and I have to say getting his hand switched over is a little bit of a pain, getting that larger hand in there. But there he is. He's got arm shields. Wait, he does have a symbol on his shoulder. He's got the Maximal symbol. He didn't have Maximal paper, you'll notice, because he had Autobot paper. How difficult? Decepticon paper, Maximal paper, Predacon paper. You know, we're not expecting Star Raider paper, because there's not a lot of those guys, but come on, Hasbro, come on. So overall, I think he's a pretty cool figure, but he would, honestly, looking at that face, fit right into a Batman collection. Come on, Joker. Swear to me! I'm Batman. Yeah, he's just got the vibe. Now, he is leader class, so he's like, what, $55? So, pretty hefty, but he does come with your very own Transwarp Key. So if you would like to travel, there you go. It does not go into his chest or anything like that. Oh, his fists rotate, by the way, so he can definitely be like, hey, bud, why are you robbing that liquor store? So, Bat Ape here is a pretty cool figure. Again, getting those hands around and, you know, they're big hands. You know what they say about people with big hands? They wear big gloves. But one more spin on the turntable of doom. He is a bit more stable in this mode than he was in his ape mode. He's got better feet. But, you know, in ape mode, you should lean him forward anyway, and he should be, you know, knuckle dragging. But yeah, he's a cool figure. I'm glad I have him. I feel a lot safer now from, you know, Two-Face and the Riddler and the Joker and Penguin, and I would really be disturbed if Colin Farrell showed up at my house. Honestly, if Chris Sarandon, like, bite him in the neck. I'm mixing my movies. So I will put links in the description for this guy, if you're a big fan. And, I mean, his Botcon version went on to become a wrecker, because, you know, wreckers are kind of like the Suicide Squad. So I may do a video on the wreckers and just go through all the wreckers that I have, which is not as many as I did, but I think at one point Cyclonus and Skywarp were wreckers. Sweet Jesus! Who will they let in next? There is Apelinq, and he's a cool figure. I definitely like the robot mode better than the ape mode. And he does have that live action, I'm a very dull boy type, you know, color scheme. But the face is Batman. So what can I say? And if you are enjoying this content, by the way, feel free to subscribe. That'd be awesome. Apparently, Batman just got killed. Now we need to go Batman Beyond. Can't stick the Transwarp Key on the chain. That'd be something. But, again, feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying this content. And we will see you next time. As always, have fun. And I'm Batman! And good hunting.